I used to play the trap spot, propped on the block like I was part of the backdrop. Now it's scale, props, effects, and backdrops. The right lighting, you never catch me biting. Say you make it look so real when you pose the figures fighting. I caught lightning, stuck it in the detour. Replicate epic scenes from the Kree War. Compose pieces with artists that span the globe. Fearsome foes, Spidey in the picture perfect pose. Insert the comic book cutout to shoot a show. Oh, you ain't know? Yo, everybody know me. I made nerds cool, cool nerd like my man Zobi. Took the everyday display, gave it a spark. Welcome to articulated comic book art.
That's crispy.
Yes, sir, we're officially back at it. This is Boog Nice coming at you from Hascon 2017. It's been a long time since I actually got to talk to Dwight's stall. I haven't actually seen him in a minute. Well, I saw him at Toy Fair, but I got gypped out again to interview with him, unfortunately. But we here at Hascon 2017. It's an amazing event. Everything looks very good. I'm happy that Hasbro has put this thing together. So he's going to walk us through some of the Legends stuff, and I'm going to ask him a couple of questions. Let's do it.
Cool. Well, welcome to Hascon, everybody. We're going to start with some of our biggest figures that we're doing right now, our 12-inch line. We've got Hulk trying to bust out of his case next to Thor. All these characters in our 12-inch line are super large, super articulated, and have lots of extra variant bits and pieces. You don't see in the cases, but Thor has an alternate hair, an alternate head. You can mix and match, make different versions of that character. Hulk has a couple alternate heads as well and hands. Down below, we have our three newest ones that we're debuting. I think this is the first time you're seeing these in person. I think we showed some pictures maybe at Comic-Con. I don't think you've seen them.
So none of these are at retail just yet, right?
Correct. These aren't at retail just yet. Deadpool will be the next one that you get. And then you'll have Black Panther, our first movie version of the 12-inch line, which we're super excited about. King T'Challa will also come with an alternate head, some extra fist, and one of his spears from Wakanda.
So is he slated to come out around when the movie drops, I guess?
Yes, movie's in February, so I'd expect to find him on shelves ballpark between January and February.
How about Deadpool? That's just pretty much a variant of the one that was already released, yeah?
Yeah, that's the Weapon X variant. It's got some, just new deco, same parts, just kind of mixed and matched to make that comic version. And then one we're really proud of, our new Wolverine. It's the 90s era tiger stripe costume. Once again, lots of extra parts, alternate heads, unmasked heads, unpopped claws.
Looks like it's a little battle damage. He's got some hair peeking through the top of the mask there.
Yeah, he took a few shots, but you know, it's Wolverine, right? He can handle it.
He can take it.
Yeah. So moving on down, one of our waves that we're really super proud of, and it's hitting shelves just right now, is our Ragnarok series. What you're seeing here is the Hulk Build-A-Figure wave with all of the characters that come in the wave, as well as our exclusive 2-pack with Thor and Valkyrie. So
is that out just yet? Not yet.
That is not out just yet. That'll be coming out, I think, around November.
Okay.
So, but that's the first version of movie Valkyrie that we've done, and a variant of Thor. He's got a new head sculpt. He's got a Heimdall sword. He's got some cool new lightning effects. We're pretty happy with it. And these are all using that new photoreal technology that we're doing on our movie likenesses. What do you think of that?
Is that something that you guys borrowed from the Black series? Were they doing that first as far as that?
No. Black series was not doing it first.
Okay. But
groundbreaking right here.
The sculpts do look really nice. These figures actually look nice. Personally, I'm not a big fan of the movie figures, but I did actually get a chance to handle the Build-A-Figure Hulk last night at your house, at Danny's house, and it's really nice, actually. I really do like that figure. What's the possibility
that we're sound kind of creepy, you know?
What's the possibility that we'll see that Hulk, that particular buck, as a regular comic-based Hulk?
That'd be really cool. It would be a considerable amount of retooling. I think with the kind of, he's got some sculpted elements on him. A lot of it is removable. The sandals come off.
I saw somebody actually take all of the gear off and put it on another Hulk. I'm not mentioning the company, but I saw somebody do that.
So yeah, there's a good start for a base Hulk. What would you guys rather see? Would you guys rather see this turn into a classic Hulk, or something like Juggernaut turned into a classic Hulk?
That's a good question. I do really like the size and the articulation on this one. I think Juggernaut may be a little larger than people may want for Hulk. I don't know. You know, it varies as far as how people draw him in the comic books. So,
well, the good thing is we have a couple interesting bases that we could do that type of thing. I would love to do it. I know Ryan would like to get a classic Hulk out there, but I don't think we've actually tackled tackled a classic Hulk for quite a long time.
Since Soybiz, maybe, right?
We did the Ed McGuinness one.
The 2-pack version.
Yep. So, but it's been a while. So yeah, totally, it's time. It's due for a new Hulk.
What were the differences between this Jane Foster Thor and the version in the SDCC box set?
Deco tweaks. Okay. It's the same sculpt. The Comic-Con version has a powered-up illuminated hammer. She has a brighter cape and a darker, not bodice, loincloth type area. So the colors are tweaked slightly. If you put them side by side, you can see that. But she's too important and too big of a character in lore. And if you've been reading the books, she's being the current Thor comic is an amazing read. It's one of my favorite current running comic books. So she's too cool of a character to just have been left as a Comic-Con only exclusive. So we pulled her out to bring her here.
So we got her, and she was almost the last character that we needed to complete the all different Avengers. What's the possibility that we're going to get Iron Man from that team to finish out that team?
Oh, all new Iron Man? I would love to do that. I think that one's one of my favorite current looks for him. And the best thing about it is we had 2 bites at it, right? And you got Infamous Iron Man, right? And the all new Iron Man. Both of them are really cool. I would like to. I think there's a good chance we'll be seeing those guys.
Iron Man in a little while, actually. So.
Yeah, I think you probably have a good chance we'll see something like that coming, in the future.
What about Ares? What's the differences? I know the answer, but maybe people at home, the differences in the deco between this one and the original Build-A-Figure that was released.
Sure. Yeah, Ares was someone that was a Build-A-Figure 2010-ish era. It's been quite a long time, and because of that, we noticed that like the aftermarket value of him was skyrocketing because it was a Build-A-Figure 1, so not everybody got him.
Right.
And 2, it's been 7 years since you've seen him. So
literally have collectors that probably just started collecting.
Exactly.
And have never even seen it.
Exactly. There's new collectors coming in all the time. Right. When you take a 7-year jump, that's a long time.
Definitely.
So with this being kind of a God-themed wave, we're like, it's a great chance to bring him back. The deco on the original was okay for the time, but could definitely have been improved upon. So Tony took it upon himself to give it a really, really clean, kind of more sinister, dark black look. With that in mind, we gave him some new ankle rockers by using the Odin legs because there was some limits to that articulation. It's still not as updated as I would love if I was doing him from scratch today, but it made him nice. One, it made him different from what you already had, so if you did have the original, that one's still special for when it was made. Now you got a new one, and hopefully you guys think an improvement.
It's more accurate to the Dark Avengers look with the darker upper armor.
Yeah,
I do like that you guys added that sort of shiny look at the top of the helmet, and the dry brushing on that hair on the top of the helmet is really nice too. My only gripe with the figure though is that the legs kind of pop out at the sockets when you articulate the legs, and I think that's an issue that people have been seeing across the board. So yeah, it was just something to think about.
Oh no, you're right. It's a little bit of a challenge sometimes when we take a Build-A-Figure, which is meant to be assembled and disassembled, and try to create it as a one-time fully assembled figure. So there could be some of those issues. The good thing is it does pop back together.
Don't get me wrong.
If it pops off, at least it's not a break. It's just something that you might have to deal a little bit with some of the more aggressive ones.
Agreed. All right.
Down here, wrapping up Guardians for the year. This is a lot of Guardians Wave 2 and our Star-Lord and Ego 2-pack, father and son. I was beyond ecstatic when I heard Kurt Russell was cast for Guardians. I love Kurt Russell. Yeah, right? It's Kurt Russell. It's Kurt freaking Russell. So I was begging my team to give me an opportunity to make an Ego figure when we found out about it, and we got the opportunity. So
and that 2-pack is at retail right now, right?
Yep.
Everything here is out at retail, correct?
Everything's out here. Yeah. Gamora was actually our first test of the technology that we're doing on the faces.
It shows. I saw that in the store recently.
First test before Black Series. Black Series is pretty good too.
All right.
That got to be me.
Let's look at Panther.
Yeah, our Marvel Knights wave, heavily inspired by the new, a couple years ago now, right? And ongoing Netflix series that Marvel is producing. We're all big fans. We love them, and we love the idea of being able to get a good chunk of them out there for the year one. So Jessica, Frank, Elektra, and Matt were our Netflix figures. Man-Thing was our Build-A-Figure. That was kind of a nice curveball. A lot of people were expecting Kingpin. And we would still love to get to Kingpin. It's not like we're avoiding him. Okay. But we thought Man-Thing was also another kind of fun, weird one that hadn't been touched for a long time.
You know what? It helped us finish up what you guys started with that Thunderbolt set a few years back. Yeah. And a lot of people kind of forgot that he was running around with that team at the time. I appreciate that. A lot of people kind of were on the fence about Man-Thing, I thought, but I think you guys did a really good job with this Build-A-Figure. I really like this one a lot.
Thanks, man. That was it's one of the first figures that I actually drew in a long time.
You did?
Yeah.
Really?
It's been a long time since I've actually do any real work. Normally it's just like, you do this and work on this, and I'll get the right person to help here. So
it came out really nice.
Rob, one of our team members, and Ben, both of them were here, introduced me to that Thunderbolts one, and I loved it. So we wanted to, when we had the opportunity to get him out there, we did. And words are failing me on day one, which is not good. But with Man-Thing and Sasquatch rumors, they're not the same body. There is not a single piece that is the same of those two figures. Both of them are 100% unique.
Yeah, I actually reviewed that figure, and I talked about that and showed them side by side. That was cool. a misconception, but yeah. What about Elektra? Some people had some gripes with Elektra and the arms used for Elektra.
That's because they're the wrong arms. Okay. That's on me. Sorry, that one's on me.
I've seen people swapping out the arms with the Luke from the set that just came out.
I saw that too.
Looked really good, actually.
It didn't look too bad. No, you're right.
And mentioning that, you know, that figure has double jointed elbows.
Wow, I can't imagine that you're bringing this up today.
We want to see that on the female figures. We want to see double jointed elbows on these females. We want to see an ab crunch too, Dwight. Come on, man, make it happen.
An ab crunch?
Yes.
All right. Well, you know we're not afraid to try different things. So
I want to see that in 2018, hopefully. Jessica Jones came out really nice. That was probably my second favorite figure out of this wave. So kudos on that. As a matter of fact, she had actually reposted one of our pics from the Instagram with her and the picture, actually.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that was really cool. Kristen Ritter, shout out to Kristen Ritter. Thanks.
We love Kristen Ritter. She was awesome. We got to meet her this summer, and I got to give her figure, and that was a big thrill for me as a fan of this stuff as well, and the work that these amazing actors and actresses do. It was cool. So
how about Blade?
Blade. Yeah, we had to get Blade out there. You guys saw one a long time ago. The problem with that was it was on a very horribly outdated body. So while the sculpt was decent for the time, we just kind of were like, we're not shipping that one because it's not up to today's standards. So we went with the more modern look. We gave him an alternate head, and all in all, we're pretty happy with it.
I will say that I still feel like people want another crack at Blade though, because they weren't too happy with the lower torso of that figure. That was one of my gripes when I reviewed the figure. I'd like to see you guys just take another crack at him maybe, but I don't think it was the worst figure in the wave. I do appreciate it, and definitely better than what you guys were going to put out the first time. No question about that. I know we're running out of time. I definitely want to. Yeah, I definitely want to see that.
All right, new stuff. These are what you see here is 3 waves of upcoming products for the spring. This is Spider Wave. This is a part of Spider Wave, not all of it. Okay. All new Mysterio, Gwenpool, Lizard is the Build-A-Figure, Spider Punk and Lasher, more of the symbiotes. We're going to reveal a little bit more of this wave this weekend. Okay. This is coming out in spring. Sorry,
2018, right?
Spring 2018.
And I will say that these figures look amazing in person. You said that these were the actual finished.
Yeah, this is production. Nice. Everything in here, with the exception of Songbird and the riders on the motorcycles, is real product.
Okay.
So this is Sasquatch Wave. This is also coming out in early spring. Sasquatch is our Build-A-Figure, posed like my favorite picture of Bigfoot, which everybody knows.
A lot of people picked up on that online. We posted a picture earlier, actually. Where people were nerds. You know, they were happy about that posing. So
good. You're welcome.
Quick question about the Build-A-Figure. Lizard is the Build-A-Figure for this wave. We're going to see 2 more figures from this wave?
I think at least 2 more, I believe. I'm trying to reboot my brain. I can think of 2 of them that aren't in here that I can remember, so there's definitely 2 more coming.
Okay, and 1 more from this wave maybe, yes?
1 or 2 more in this wave as well, yes.
Something we'll see this weekend maybe?
I think some of it, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Deadpool looks great. Deadpool looks really good. I really like the way that 90s version looks, and I like X-23 a lot too.
Thank you. Yeah, we want to get Deadpool with the rockers because that was missing on that old the other version.
What about quick question about Deathlock? Did you guys scale that up from the MU version back in the day, or not really?
No, it's a whole new. It might have used some of those parts as a starting point, but it was kind of retweaked from scratch just to make it a little.
It looks amazing. It looks good. How about the backpack? Is it removable?
It is removable.
How about the upper armor for Cable? Does that come off too?
That comes off.
Excellent. Excellent.
This is our Riders assortment, which comes out in the spring. You guys have been asking for more vehicles, so we have variety to your shelves. So we have Black Widow on her ride, kind of a sports bike, and we have Ghost Rider Johnny on his motorcycle.
The buck for Black Widow, is that something new or?
Whole new body. We didn't have a female body that was covered in kind of a tight bodysuit. We have a couple of the nudes that we use, like we have on our nude men kind of base bodies. But we thought it was time for Black Widow to have something, or to have a body in our library that kind of had that shield kind of bodysuit that we could use for other things.
Just to be clear, these are coming packed together. The bike and the figure.
And the figure come together. Yes.
And it'll be one pack for each. They're not a 2-pack with 2 bikes and 2 figures.
Correct.
All right.
Correct.
What about the flames on the bike for Ghost Rider? Do those come off?
They are. Some of them will be removable because for packaging fit, but they should have a nice tight snap to pop on there.
I like that you guys made them really light, so it'll get some nice light piping through there when people are setting up their displays and stuff like that. So that looks really good. I do really like Ghost Rider. What about these the front panel here? Does that come off the bike?
It pops off as well, so you can have a pretty clean motorcycle underneath for us to possibly redeco in the future, or for you guys to have fun with.
I guess you guys know that the original one that you released, but it was the same pretty much deco, just all black. But I don't feel like a lot of people were able to get that particular figure. So was that part of the reasoning for releasing them again or putting them out with this?
A little bit. We were also like, if we're gonna launch a Riders Wave, you need to have Ghost Rider, and that figure was so cool. And we never gave him his chain weapon, so gave us a chance to plus him up, in a nice way.
What's the odds for something deluxe for a Punisher van or something like that?
Punisher van, the size of this entire case.
Basically.
Stay tuned. You guys support it, and in the future, you never know.
Listen, I hate to keep going back to Black Series, but Black Series people or collectors are buying whatever vehicles they're putting out. I definitely think Legends collectors will buy whatever you guys put out as far as vehicles are concerned.
Noted.
All right.
We would like to give you more.
Thank you.
Thanks, Boog. Last but certainly not least, this is our tease of our Black Panther wave. With Black Panther being the king of Wakanda, we threw a few more classic kings in the wave. So you have Black Bull and Namor. These are the variant heads for these 2 action figures. We're going to be revealing a little bit more of this wave on our panel tonight. We are not revealing any of the movie figures. Those are going to be held for, I believe, New York Comic Con. But stay tuned. We got some really cool Panther.
So an alternate head with each of these, right?
Yes.
Nice, very nice.
Yeah.
Songbird, we know this stuff.
We know this stuff in Songbird. I don't know if we've announced where she's coming yet, so I'm not here going to announce that, but she was the fan choice winner from a year ago at Comic Con.
And getting back to what we talked about with Man-Thing, she is another member of that Thunderbolts team, and that pretty much completes the team, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so. I still want to get Troll.
That would be nice.
Because
that's very
tiny little,
obscure. That would be really cool.
Tiny little badass girl wearing a pelt and a big ass axe.
That would be cool. I would like that. So yeah. Panel tonight at
5:30. 5:30 upstairs. Nice seeing you, folks.
Good seeing you. Thank you. Thank you.